Hi there Leos, welcome back to my channel The Angel Witch Tarot. If you're new to my channel, hi, it's so nice to meet you. So please don't forget to hit that like, subscribe and share button so that you can see more of my videos in the future. And this reading is for the week of 23rd March 2026 to the 29th of March 2026. So let's start off with the intuitive oracle cards and then we'll move on to the rest of the cards, and then in the end we'll do the Asher dice for the overall energy of the week. Alright? We've got breakthrough insight, which says intuition brings breakthrough insights. Act on them. And then we have clarity in chaos, which says in chaos your intuition brings clarity. Trust it. So let's move on to the tarot cards and see how your week progresses, alright? We've got the King of Swords in reverse. So the King of Swords in reverse is all about the quiet power, the inner truth, working so hard that you're become calloused. Your hands and everything have become calloused. It also talks about weakness, loss of emotional control, manipulation and misuse of power. Alright? Then we have the Hanged Man in upright. So the Hanged Man upright is all about pausing, surrendering, letting go, finding a new perspective, finding enlightenment, viewing things differently than you did before. And it also talks about deep insight, sacrifice, change and release. You need to find some sort of release. And then we have the Hierophant upright. So the Hierophant upright is all about institutions, traditions, religion, society and its rules, social approval, conformity, forgiveness, being bonded to someone, something, seeking mercy, wisdom and trust. And then we have the Four of Swords, which is all about rest, relaxations, meditation, contemplation, recuperation, retreat, renewal, solitude. You need to rest and renew yourself. You might have to go into solitude for that. And then we've got the King of Wands upright. So the King of Wands upright is all about being a natural leader, being a visionary, an entrepreneur, seeing the big picture, being a good leader, overcoming challenges, being mature and career focused. And then we've got the Ten of Swords upright. So the Ten of Swords upright is all about painful endings, deep wounds, betrayal, loss, crisis, failure, collapse and defeat. It's gonna, all these negative things, all the painful times, the deep wounds that you've faced, the betrayal that you've felt, the loss, the crisis, the failure, the collapse and the sense of defeat, they're all going to end. Especially I get the sense that it's going to be at the end of the week or by the end of the week. And then we've got the Chariot upright. So the Chariot upright is all about movement, progress, action, integration, determination, willpower, control, direction, departure, and courage. And then we have the King of Pentacles. There are a lot of kings here. So it's a lot of fire signs. A lot of fire signs. Fire basically talks about passion, your actions, your energy, your drive, and how fast you're moving. The swords are the fastest moving among the suits. So since you got fire, it's the second fastest moving. But you've also got the chariot, which is the fastest in the whole tarot. So that means you're moving very quickly towards your destination or making action and progress. So the King of Pentacles in reverse is all about greed, indulgence, material loss, being stubborn, obsessed with wealth and status, being financially inept as well. Right? So that is the tarot. Let's move on to the next set. We've got Doorway, which says an opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. As the card itself says, it's a doorway. A door will open for an opportunity and you will have abundance. Abundance. Open your heart to receive the abundant love the universe has to offer. So for this next set, I'd like you to think of somebody. It could even be yourself. That's totally fine. Just think of someone and we'll find out what's in the shadows of their heart. Alright? I've got the two cards, Roving Eyes and Closed Off. So Roving Eyes says that this person is keeping possibilities open. They're an obvious flirt and they're being disrespectful. And then we've got Closed Off, which says that they're not emotionally available and they're distracted because they've been hurt in the past. So for this last set, let's find out what the spirit animals want you to know. Whether it's an insight card or an energy card with a spell to recite so that you can be guided. So let's see which card comes up for you guys. Happy Dragonfly, an energy card. It's all about expression, joy and understanding. It says, glittering and flying fairies, show me the way to my deepest desires. Alright. The second card is the Noble Peacock. So the Noble Peacock is all about prestige, self-respect and awareness. It says to keep it up, your confidence and grace, he would know. So let's move on to the astro dice for the overall energy of the week, shall we? The 12th house in Virgo in Saturn. Saturn is all about structure, restriction, discipline, karma, obligations, foundations, ambitions, responsibility, obstacles, authority, the masculine figures, the dominance, the burdens, the blockages, conventionalities, and the traditions. And then we've got Virgo. Virgo is all about being humble, being modest, generous, logical, detail oriented, responsible, organized, critical, obsessive, clean, perfectionist, solitude, rationality, curiousness, communicative, either in forms of writing or any sort of social media or any kind of communication. Then we have routines, service, helpfulness, and being environmentally conscious. And then we have the 12th house. The 12th house is all about feeling a sense of imprisonment, loss, grief, hidden enemies, solitude, fear, secrets, subconscious thoughts, addictions, healing, spirituality, karma, old age, past lives, dreams, or institutions such as hospitals and clinics, etc. Alright, so this is the reading for my Leos. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.